Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's Egal Talks Football, and I'm back again with another video. I got my boy Matt in the building with me, and of course, we're going to be breaking down the Arsenal victory versus Luton Town. It was a professional performance, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal started off the game with 5 changes in the lineup. Yes, I repeat once again, we started the game with 5 changes. We had the likes of Reece Nelson coming in for Bukayo Saka. That was a first. I don't think Reece Nelson has started a Premier League game this season, so that was a first for him. We also had Thomas Partey start a game. I don't know when the last time Thomas Partey started a game, but it was good to see him back in the side. He played up to 65 minutes, and I thought he was quite good. We also had Zinchenko come back into the team. Trossard started it today also. And one of the main men in this game who had a key part in both goals, Emil Smith-Rowe, started the game also. He played about 85 minutes, and Emil Smith-Rowe, for the first goal, he was crucial because he was the one that won the ball high up the pitch to get the attack going, got the ball to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz then got the ball to Odegaard, and Odegaard slotted away as he does with a beautiful left-footed shot. You guys know he loves using his left foot. So, of course, Martin Odegaard put that one to bed. And once we were 1-0 up, that's where I felt like the floodgates were going to open up. That's where I felt like, you know what? We got the first one. We're not going to get the second one, and we're going to end this game. What happened was just before halftime, in the 44th minute, we then scored another goal. And that goal was created by none other than Emil Smith-Rowe once again. He got in behind and slotted it back in. And unfortunately for them, it was an own goal. And unfortunately for us, Reece Nelson didn't really get to touch on the ball. So it didn't count as a Reece Nelson goal. It didn't count as an ESR assist. So ESR, even though he was integral to both goals, he leaves with no statistical, no assist or goal, but he was just so crucial in the game. And it was beautiful to see. Also, once again, our defense is impeccable and unpenetrable. Our defense is so good, ladies and gentlemen. This Luton side couldn't do nothing. They came to our house. Somehow they had 5 shots, 1 on target, and Gabriel, Saliba, and the defense just had them on nothing. They shut them out. Absolutely didn't even give them any touches around our box, let alone in our box, right? Then you also go to certain guys were just toying with them at times. I felt like Ben White at a certain point we're just toying with them. Once we got up and we were 2-0 up, we didn't really look like we were going to go and score a third. We didn't look like we were going to go and score a fifth, a fourth. It just kind of seemed like they just wanted to make sure we're top of the league. We have a 2-goal advantage, keep the clean sheet, don't get any injuries, and on to Brighton. That's what it seemed like to me. But there are some key players we need to speak about. I thought Martin Odegaard was impeccable today. He literally set up some beautiful passes around the box. Unfortunately, poor finishing from some of his teammates let Martin Odegaard down, because not only could he have left with a goal, he could have easily left with an assist. Kai Havertz, of course, got an assist and also a yellow card and got subbed off early in the game. But some people criticizing Kai Havertz, I've seen online, is still like, at what point do you guys need to stop the agenda? Just drop the agenda. Kai Havertz this season has what? 8 goals, 4 assists in the Premier League in 22 games. That's not bad. People are making it seem like the guy hasn't done anything at all. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Drop the agenda and just realize Kai Havertz is quality, and he's been quality for us for majority of the season. And once again, if I'm going to talk about the attack, I'm going to talk about the midfield, and I'm going to talk about all these players. There's one guy I need to give some praise to, and it's Gabriel Magalhaes. Once again, Gabriel Magalhaes just standing tall, doing his job. One of the most defensive actions in the game, of course, winning almost all his ground duels. He lost a couple aerial duels, but that's understandable. He won about 50% of them. And Saliba, once again, doing his thing also. The back line, the 2 center backs. I don't know, when are we going to ever give them rest? But yeah, that's it for now. We're going to get into everything and break everything down in a second. But yo, Matt, what did you think of the game?
So I thought the first half, I was particularly impressed with Smith-Rowe. I thought his pressing for the first goal was, brilliant. He pressed them, he won the ball back. He played it to Odegaard or to Havertz, and then Odegaard with a fantastic first time finish, by the way. He literally sliced it. It's a very nice finish. I thought the first half, we really didn't give them any chances. We were just, full attack. And I felt like we did miss a few chances, but we did score 2 goals, and then like in the second half, I don't know, like it kind of seemed that Arteta was just happy to have that 2-goal lead, and he was just like, let's just keep it calm, lads. We don't need to get injured. We don't need to concede either. So we just kept it nice and calm. 3 points, clean sheet. Still, our goal difference is looking very good. But back at the top of the league, what more can you say, really?
You know what? Let me just go through some of the comments. I can already see the saltiness in the chat from Chelsea fans saying it's Luton. Listen, I know it's Luton. I get it. It's Luton. What did you expect? This is exactly what I expected. I got exactly what I expected. A professional performance. We went up 2 goals and we basically cleared up shop, shut them out, and made sure we did our job. I don't know why you guys are coming in here acting like, oh, it's Luton, it's Luton. I know it's Luton, and I'm not overhyping it at all. I'm simply saying there were some players that we need to highlight how they performed, and this is a match reaction. We're going to talk about the game. do you want me to sit here and say, oh, we beat them, it's Luton, and wrap it up after 5 minutes? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? But you know what? Let's get straight into it. Before we go any further, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you're watching on X, come join us on YouTube, where you get some exclusive content where you don't see it on X. We got over 215 of you guys on all platforms. Come join us on YouTube, Egal Talks Football. I'm on the road to 27K. I'm literally so close to getting 27K. So please do come over. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube right now, like the video. Like the goddamn video and let me know how you guys are feeling. Put some W's in the chat for Arsenal, guys, because Arsenal won. Let's go and put some W's in the chat right now. Take it away, Drizzy.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
Hey.
I love
Okay.
that, bro.
All right, let's get straight into it. So first, we're gonna go to Odegaard's goal. Odegaard's goal. I need to speak about 2 things. 1, his goal was beautiful. 2, we need to talk about Kai Havertz, because I think Kai Havertz at this point, can we highlight the amount of contributions he's bringing to our attack this season? I know it's a simple assist, simple pass, but Kai Havertz always seems to be in the right place to just receive the ball and to then lay it off. There was a couple chances today where he could have left the game with numerous assists. If people had their finishing. And I felt like to start off the game, the 2 people who had the best synchronization and the best connection was them 2. And no surprise, they link up with an assist. He's now gotten a assist against Luton Town, right? He got a goal against Brentford, a goal and assist versus Sheffield, a goal and assist versus Newcastle, and a goal versus Burnley. That's all within our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 7 or 8 games. This man has how many goal contributions? Like he is literally on fire. March and April, since February, he's been on fire. And I just want to give Kai Havertz a little bit of credit, because I don't think he gets enough credit from Arsenal fans. I think some people still scapegoat him at times, and I hope that people finally start to realize, yes, we paid 65 million for him, but for the production he's producing lately, I'm not saying it's 100% worth it, but he's starting to repay that value.
Yo, Egal, I just want to add, right, that like he came from, a poorly managed Chelsea, right, with their ownership problems, new managers. He's come into this Arsenal team. Yes, the squad, is united and the chemistry is there, but like he's had to work his way into the squad. And what I'm really liking about him is that the chemistry and the partnership that he has with Martin Odegaard, because I've noticed recently that, they string passes together so often. And I just really like that, because Odegaard, is that finder of passes, and then Kai Havertz, the finisher or the creator.
I really like the fact that Kai Havertz seems to be silencing his doubters on a regular basis. And I know
no one speaks about his price tag anymore, by the way.
Yeah, no one really speaks about his price tag. No one really speaks about the Chelsea agenda, the fact that he came from Chelsea, blah, 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 blah. In all his time at Chelsea, I don't think he's had a season more productive than he's having right now for Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Actually, I mean, he might. Let me check.
Like he already has 8 goals, 4 assists. That is better record than the 3 years he's had at Chelsea. We got to give Kai Havertz his daps. Now, with giving Kai Havertz credit, let's now talk about the captain. Martin Odegaard, the captain. Captain fantastic. I thought he had himself a good game. I thought he had himself a really good game. And the reason why I want to highlight Captain Fantastic is because I thought he was like a composer. Today, I know we don't have Saka in this game. I know we don't have Martinelli in this game. But who took the game away from Luton and basically said, "I'm winning this"? Before the game before anything even happened. It's Martin Odegaard. So we're gonna give Martin Odegaard his credit. We're gonna say, yo, Martin Odegaard is now. I think he is he up there with one of our. I know Bukayo Saka is our joint goal scorer, but Martin Odegaard is third after Kai Havertz, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was Trossard or something.
It might be Trossard. You might be right. You might be right. You might be right. But my main point is Martin Odegaard. Simply, he had numerous opportunities in this game where he created clear-cut chances. And if we had more clinical finishers today, not only would he left with a goal, he would have left with an assist. And I just felt like Martin Odegaard is the man of the match candidate for me. Who's your man of the match versus Luton? That's what I want to Smith Rowe. Everyone in the comments, let me know who's your man of the match. Because for me, it was Martin Odegaard.
For me, right, Smith Rowe was involved in both goals, and his pressing really impressed me because that's something that I've not seen from him this season because he hasn't had the chance.
So it's not Martin Odegaard.
Sorry,
it's not Martin Odegaard.
No, it's not. Like Smith Rowe really impressed me. Really,
right, let's go.
Considering that he hasn't had that much game time this season, he's just done really well this game, and I think that performance from Smith Rowe was kind of like a point to prove to Mikel Arteta. And I kind of say to him, look, don't forget about me,
I think he could have done, I think as much as he did well, Smith Rowe could have done better. Smith Rowe could have done slightly better. And this is what I mean. Smith Rowe, there was numerous opportunities where he could have passed the ball a little bit quicker. He could have got the tempo going a little bit quicker. Because I felt like once we got a couple goal lead, the players had a little bit of complacency in them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did see that, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just a little bit of complacency. It's like, you know what, we have a 2-goal lead. There's no urgency to go push on and get a third. Or it was just like, hold on to the ball.
That was Arteta's instructions, though.
Yeah, I get that was the instructions, but I'm not faulting Emil Smith Rowe. I'm just saying you have a counterattack. Trossard's open. You have somebody on the other flank. You have the ball. It's just like he's just not 100% match sharp. He was good. He got us 2 goals basically from his actions, but I felt like he still could have got us a third. We could have really buried these guys a lot more if Emil Smith Rowe had match fitness. But for his performance today, he did really good. He deserves a round of applause on his way off. Do you have anything else to say on him before we move on?
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you with what you said in that, like, he kind of faded away, and that probably might be down to fitness issues, where he just can't play, a full match. And I mean, that's fair enough, like he's still trying to rebuild his fitness back.
All right, let's talk about this. No Declan Rice, no problem. Thomas Partey was filling in, and he did a good job. No Jorginho, no Declan Rice, and we didn't really have any issues defensively. Thomas Partey looked solid today. I want to know what people thought in the chat about Thomas Partey. How do you guys think Thomas Partey did today? Let's see what people in the comments saying. Tonight was TP. He could be the key for us in this running. You got another one here. Someone else said something about Partey. Partey was very decent again, Jacob says. To me, this was as important as the 3 points, to be able to rest our players and to have the trust in the likes of Thomas Partey, Emil Smith Rowe. But the fact that Declan Rice was a substitute today. The last time he was a substitute was when we lost to West Ham in the cup. the last time we brought him off the bench was when he was a substitute in the cup when we lost, if I'm not mistaken. It was nice to see Declan Rice get some rest. It was nice to see some of the other guys get some rest. And it was also nice to see Thomas Partey have a 67-minute cameo where he performed the way he did. I thought he was solid offensively, and his link up with Odegaard, they have that chemistry. And I agree with a lot of people in the comments when they say Thomas Partey, this was the perfect game to give everybody a chance to play. Because if they couldn't do something versus Luton, when could they honestly win a game? But yeah, talk to me, bro. What'd you think?
Yeah, so with Partey, I thought he had a really good game. The passes he was playing. I mean, it's clear you can see the quality that he has still.
1 second. Do I owe Thomas Partey an apology for being petty about and driving an agenda against him? Do I owe him an apology for being injured? I don't know, man. I don't think I owe him an apology until if he helps us and he's crucial in a game that helps us deliver the league title, then I'll say, yeah, my apologies. But God knows, knowing Thomas Partey, you never know what's around the corner. I'm not gonna say I was 100% wrong yet. Personally, for me, I would love to be proven wrong, and I would love for him to be the key piece that helps us deliver this league title this year. And if he can do that, wallah, I'll shut my mouth. I don't want to be that guy who's against players. But personally, for me, in the summer, we move on from Thomas Partey, regardless what happens from now until the end of the season. I just don't think he's reliable with the amount of injuries
that's
he
a
has.
fair comment.
Yeah. So I don't think it was ever Iga, you do. The agenda is too much. It's not an agenda. I'm simply just saying Thomas Partey needs to be fit more and more available. That's it. If that's an agenda, I don't know what an agenda is. But yeah, do you have anything else to say on Thomas Partey or Declan Rice, bro?
I think that partnership I would love to see, like in this title running that we have. But like I think come the summer, I think it is time to part ways. I think we can get a decent fee for him, like 30 million, 40 million, around that region. I think I'd be quite happy with that. And it's kind of just replacing him in a way, because I don't see him staying at Arsenal beyond this season, because like I kind of think long-term wise, it's all about trying to recoup like as much as we can. So if he's a key part, and hopefully he will be, towards this end of the season, then his value goes up. His value goes up because of how important, he was to us.
Facts. Let's quickly just shift to one more. I thought Ben White was amazing too. I just want to give a quick shout out to Ben White.
That little skill he did.
That little skill move. He had people tripping over their feet.
Bro, get that clip up. You need to get that up.
Bro, that was dirty. Also, Gabriel Magalhaes. I love the fact that Gabriel Magalhaes is finally getting the respect he deserves from the rest of the Premier League. He's finally getting the credit he deserves. White was moving like Zidane. I hear it. Yo, people, don't forget, do me a favor. Hit that like button right now, or else
stop it. Get some help.
If you're not liking the video, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, let's quickly just say, you know what, big up Gabriel Magalhaes. I'm loving the fact that the rest of the Premier League watching public have finally found out how good he really is, and they're finally starting to give him the flowers that he deserves.
You know what's crazy though, right?
I never thought I would see the day.
He has been the best defender like in the league. Like I don't care what anyone says. He has been the best defender in the league. The goals that he scored for us, he's literally contributing in games now as a centre back. And like, how, he's improved so much on his, fine errors, he's really improved on that. And I just think this season he has been the best defender in the league. Like I know people will say, Saliba and Van Dijk, but like I think it's just because that those two players kind of ooze class, like in a way that they move, etc. But Gabriel, he is stuck in and he does all the dirty work.
Next, we are top of the Premier League table at this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, and we have an 8-goal difference between ourselves and Liverpool. Hopefully, they don't smash Sheffield United tomorrow for 8 goals to bring that any closer. But it's going to be interesting to see how this Premier League table changes throughout the next coming weeks. Of course, Man City are currently winning 4-1. The game is not over, if I'm not mistaken. Is the game over? No, the game's not over.
No,
Who scored?
Well, I mean, it basically is.
Yeah, Foden got a hat trick. And you're not going to hear the end of the Foden Saka comparisons from now until the next game, most likely. It is what it is. But long story short,
what, right? What's more impressive, scoring a hat trick for your club or scoring a hat trick for your country? I'm just saying. Bukayo Saka scored a hat trick for his country.
Foden scored 2 hat tricks this season for Man City.
2 hat tricks this season.
Yeah,
fair enough.
So it is what it is. I'm not going to compare them at this moment in time. It's just people are going to do that consistently. It is what it is. I'm happy with the 3 points. I'm happy with the fact that we're top of the Premier League table. How long are we going to be top of the Premier League table? We don't know. But one thing we do know is look at the run we've been on. With a win, draw. Of course, everyone's still talking about the Man City draw, but look at the amount of results we've had. Win. Another win here. So how many is that? That's 10 games our Arsenal have played in the Premier League, and we have
12 games unbeaten.
Yeah, that's all since January. So since the Fulham game, we haven't lost. We've beaten Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Burnley, Newcastle, Brentford, Man City draw, and Luton Town. Can we keep it up? We got Brighton on Saturday. We got to wait and see. At this moment in time, we just got to continue to do our job. And I'm going to play as strong a team as I would against Bayern, against Brighton. I'm not going to take that game lightly at all. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let's get into the player ratings. Before we go any further, guys, do me a favor right now. It is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Hit that like button right now. It doesn't cost you a penny. Just do it and hit that like button right now. It doesn't cost you anything at all. But before we go any further, I'm just going to ask you guys once again in the comment section, who is your man of the match? Who is your man of the match for today's match? And let's see if there's anything that I might have missed in the Arsenal report. So they spoke about Odegaard's goal. They spoke about that. They spoke about the 3 points. And yeah, didn't really mention anything of note from there. So yeah, let's just get straight into the player ratings. And I will be back tomorrow, hopefully, with another video on this. But before we go any further, I'm rambling right now. Like, what the hell?
I promise, like, and even it's been a weird these past few months, and knowing
I've been rambling all day. So let's get straight into it. So first, Raya, they gave him a 7, but what did he really have to do?
Did you have anything because of his passes? If I'm being like real,
what did he really have to do? I'm looking at it right here.
He made a few passes.
He completed 47. He had 7 accurate long passes. He had 1 save.
To be fair, though, most of those long balls were to Reece Nelson. He's not winning any of them.
Fair enough. Give Raya a 7. It is what it is. What are you giving Ben White? I'm giving Ben White a 7.5.
Bro, that skill alone, 7, but 7.5, yeah.
I'm giving higher ratings today. Saliba and Gabriel, for me, both get
7.
They didn't have to do anything bad. Like they're both perfect 8s. I'm giving them 8s.
8s?
Yeah, they didn't do anything bad.
If they didn't do anything, you can't give them 8s though.
Bro, today we won. It's going to be a higher rating for everybody.
All right, fair. Yeah, all right, then 8s. Yeah.
Or are you giving them 7.5s? You want to be the logical one here?
I'd probably give them 7.5, yeah, because I wouldn't say 8s. I wouldn't say 8s.
Okay. Let me just 1 second. Sofa. Let me go on Sofa Score for a second. Do me a favor, guys. Don't forget, today's title sponsor for today's video is, of course, Sofa Score. I don't know why I wasn't using their app. I'm gonna just pull that one up right now quickly. And did you know the average age of our team was actually younger than the Luton Town's team? And I thought they had a young team out there too.
They had a very young bench. They had a very young bench. I think they had 2 18-year-olds and 1 19-year-old.
Yeah.
In terms of starting,
People,
I'm not
you know,
actually-
people are agreeing with me. Look in the comment section; they're agreeing with me. What are we giving Zinchenko?
I didn't
didn't
really
notice him.
notice him much.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 7.
I didn't really notice him much. That
7.
might not be his problem, but that's just because probably the ball wasn't going to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna just give him a 7. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm not as in tune as you guys, but he was on the ball a lot, but like nothing really stood out. Maybe it's a good thing that he didn't stand out. I'll give him a 7
Yeah.
though. Same as Raya. Odegaard, 8.5.
I thought
thought
Odegaard was an 8. I thought it was an 8.
8.
Yeah,
8. Okay, if we're giving Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba 8s, let's give Odegaard 8.5.
Okay. All right.
I think 8.5 for Odegaard. Partey, solid game, 7.5. Same as Ben White.
Yeah, agreed.
I thought Thomas Partey had a really good link up with Odegaard, and he was really connecting well with everybody.
I think Partey's the player that I was most happy with because, like, he's going to be so crucial to us in the next month that, like, I think Emil Smith Rowe, it was just a point to prove, and I think he's proved that point. But I don't think he's going to be as essential as a Partey will be in the title running.
Emil Smith Rowe, everyone in the comment section right now, let me know what you guys think about Emil Smith Rowe. What rating should we give him? Note that we gave Odegaard an 8.5. We gave the center backs an 8. So should Emil Smith Rowe get an 8 also, or should he get a 0.5? What should Emil Smith Rowe get? What rating should Emil Smith Rowe get?
I think he should get an 8.5 because he's my man of the match.
He's your man of the match?
Yeah.
People saying 8 for ESR. I think 8 is fair. I think 8 is
8
fair.
is fair, but he'd be my man of the match, though.
You know what else is fair? If you guys all do me a favor right now and hit that like button. As on YouTube, we only have 52 likes, and we have 80 of you guys watching on YouTube. And the people watching on X, if you guys don't come over to YouTube, you're never going to catch all the content that we're doing over here. Some great content that we're doing for you guys, and you guys are missing out. You're missing out big time. You're missing out big time. So come join us over on YouTube. But yeah, let's continue. People saying ESR 7. What? 7?
Nah.
In what world?
No way.
7 is like you had a good game, but nobody really noticed. Leandro Trossard is the kind of guy who might get a 7 or a 6.5. I thought Trossard was poor. I'm not saying poor in the sense that he was bad. It's just every time he got the ball, it seemed like the decision making he was making was wrong.
Again, I didn't really notice him too much.
By the way, we gave Emil Smith Rowe 8.
I would give Trossard a 7.
I'll give Trossard the lowest rating.
The lowest rating?
Yeah.
6.5.
Yeah.
Fair.
Only because I felt like there was numerous opportunities where he was linking up on that left side and he was just making the wrong decision. Either leave the ball for Odegaard one time. When you get the ball in tight spaces, he's losing the ball quite quickly. Whenever he took a shot, it seemed like it was straight getting blocked. You got to give the defenders credit also for the other team, but he didn't really get anything off in a game where there was a lot of opportunities early in the game. He was one of the guys who's continuously getting stifled by the opponent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I'm giving him a 6.5, I'm giving Kai Havertz a 7.5. I thought Kai Havertz was really good. He was always in the right place. Picked up a silly yellow card. I don't even remember what it was for. What was the yellow card for?
It was for, I think he stopped a attack. And
tactical foul. It is what it is. And then Reece Nelson, he gets a 7, even though he was involved in the goal. I didn't really notice him too much outside of that.
Wait, no. Sorry, it was a dive.
Oh yeah, it was a shit dive.
Yeah, it was a dive.
That was
it was a shocking dive. It really was.
Yeah, he needs to be careful with them ones. But Reece Nelson, not
right.
much. Like Reece Nelson, not getting a good rating either. Reece Nelson gets the same as Trossard, 6.5.
Reece Nelson, I mean,
you know what? He was involved in the goal, maybe 7, but that's at best.
He didn't even score because it was an own goal.
I know, but he was at least involved.
I mean, 7.5.
Mm.
I'd probably go a 7 for Reece Nelson because I didn't think he was as bad as Trossard. Trossard, like, I didn't even notice. Like, at least with Reece Nelson, I sort of noticed.
Mhm. You know what?
He also put
standard-
pressure on the defender who scored an own goal.
The
So he had to
standards, the standards have been risen, bro. The standards are now that Arsenal needs to move mad on a regular, or else people are going to be like, "Oh, you're not serious." We beat Luton Town 2-0. People are going to be like, "You should have scored more." We draw against Man City. It's going to be, "You should have won." We win every game from now to the end of the season. People are going to be like, "You should have won all the games by more." It doesn't matter if we win the league. I don't really give a shit. Right now, we're top of the league. Hopefully, Liverpool drop points tomorrow. If they don't drop points, it is what it is. We go again next game versus Brighton. For now, guys, I bid you guys adieu. 32 minutes in. There's nothing more to be said. I said everything I need to say. Matt, you have anything else to say?
I mean, I'd probably give Arteta like a rating of 9, to be honest.
I give Arteta 10 out of 10.
Bro, I'm just really happy he used the squad depth because this is probably one of the only games, like this game and the 5-0 Sheffield United game was 2 games where he properly heavily rotated sides. And both games, we've got a clean sheet and we've won. So, props to him, really.
And also to the Liverpool fans saying, "Oh, Aston Villa is attacking." They got their ass pammed.
They got slapped,
4-1.
They got fucking
They
slapped.
got slapped 4-1. You gotta attack City. They're there for the taking. Shut up. They got slapped. Yeah. Anyways, we're out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And next time, when you try to tell Arsenal how to run their own system and how to play, you need to
Stop it. Get some help.
And we're out of here, people. Love for the love. You already know what it is. W's in the chat, guys. We're out. Peace.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.